welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing an Ariana Grande inspired makeup look based on her new song and music video for Focus. Hence why I'm wearing this white wig, which worked out perfectly for me today because I really need to get my hair done and I'm getting it done tomorrow. So this worked out really well. You'll see when I'm doing the makeup I don't have the wig on, my hair's looking really bad, so sorry about that. But yeah, I've done this makeup look. Her makeup looking really pretty. I think it's really girly and it's not really the sort of look I usually do. So I think it was a nice change for me to do this kind of look. I hope you like it. I'm not trying to say I look like Ariana Grande. I do not think I look like her at all. So please don't think I'm trying to look like her. I wish I did, but I don't. Anyway, yeah, if you want to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay, so starting off with my bare face, I'm first of all going to moisturise and prime using the L'Oreal Skin Perfection. This is actually just a serum, but I find it gives me a really nice illuminating kind of glow underneath my foundation without it being too greasy looking. So I'm just applying that all over my face with my hands, and then for foundation I'm using my YSL, this is the Fusion Ink Foundation, and this is in the colour B50. And I'm just using the application and then a Morphe foundation brush to blend it in. For concealer, I'm using the Maybelline FIT concealer. This is in number 10, and I'm just highlighting, concealing underneath my eyes, forehead, nose and chin. And then I'm using this Duo Fibre Real Techniques brush to blend it in, which I love using this brush. If you are ever sort of in a rush and you need something quick and easy to blend in your concealer under your eyes, this does it in literally no time at all. This part is not sped up, and as you can see it blends in super quick and easy and gives you a really nice flawless finish. You can see I'm using tapping motions, and then I use the actual bristle parts to blend it out. Setting it with my Bare Minerals Well Rested powder just to make sure that under eye area is really bright and more youthful looking. Obviously Ariana Grande is super young and has that really youthful looking skin. To bronze and give me a healthy glow and tan back to my face, I'm using the YSL, this is the Healthy Glow Balm. So it goes on like a balm, like a cream, but it actually dries as a powder, which goes with the matte kind of face that she had. So I'm using my same foundation brush from Morphe to buff that into the cheekbones, forehead and chin. For blush, I am going to be using, haven't used blush in ages. It felt really weird to use blush because I just haven't really used it in ages. But first of all, I'm going to go in with just a tiny bit of a more shimmery bronzer. This is the Milani Soleil bronzer. So it's just got a tiny bit of shimmer in it. It's just a really nice golden colour. And then for blush, I'm using Sigma Heavenly, which is probably one of my favourite blushes that I use. So this was the one I went for. It's more like a peachy pink colour. And then I just used a large stippling brush to make sure everything was really seamlessly blended. There was no harsh lines because she didn't have a particularly strong contour. She just had more of like a bronze face for this look. For highlight, I've decided to use a cream highlight. This is MAC Hush, probably one of my favourite cream highlights. It's beautiful. It gives you just a really nice natural glow without it looking like you've actually got highlighter on. It just glows the face. So applying that to the tops of my cheekbones and down the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose as well. To finish off the face, as always, I spray it with MAC Fix Plus just to make sure it's super healthy looking and doesn't look like we've got a ton of makeup on. For my brows, I'm going to be filling them in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown. Okay, and then for the eyes, I'm going to start off with a base. This is the Sigma Eye Base in Composed. It's like a kind of brownie colour. I wanted to go with like a brownie colour base rather than a light colour base for my eyes because I knew I was going to be using some quite light sort of shimmery colours, and I wanted to make sure my eyes still had some depth to it and it didn't just look really pale. So I apply that first using this Sigma sort of cream buffing brush. It's really good for this kind of thing. And then I'm going to be going into the Urban Decay. This is the Vice 3 palette. I'm going to be taking this really shimmery pink shade called Alien. And I'm going to be applying this all over my lid. I started off doing this with this Sigma flat brush. I will list all brushes in the description below. But I started off with the brush, then I realised it actually worked much better with my finger. So then I just go in with my ring finger and just apply that all over the lid. And then I will be taking a Sigma fluffy brush just to buff out the edges and make sure there's no harsh lines. And I do take this all the way through the crease, which I would never usually do with a shimmery colour, but this is exactly what she had. So just buffing out the edges. I'm then going into this colour called Sonic from the same palette, which is more of a reddy coppery shade, and I'm lightly dusting it over the whole eyelid, but obviously because I'm doing it on a large fluffy brush, it does just give you a wash of colour, which made it just that little bit more bronzy peach rather than just like pale pink. So this worked perfectly. And then I'm going into the Carli Bybel palette, and I'm taking this pink champagne colour on a Sigma concealer brush, and I'm just applying that right to the centre of the lid. I really wanted to try and just use one palette for this look, but there just wasn't a shimmery enough colour in the Vice palette, and the Carli Bybel palette's shimmery shades are just so shimmery, so this was just perfect. I also, as you can see, applied that in the inner tear duct and then used the fluffy brush to blend that out as well. I'm then going to be going in with some MAC Fix Plus to spray over the eyes. I know this sounds really random, but it really gives the eyes a really glowy look. As you can see, it's kind of taken away the residue powder and just gives them a really nice glowy finish. So I do this quite often, and it's a really good tip to do. For liner, I'm using the Maybelline. This is the liquid liner in matte, and this is fairly new. I've used it once or twice, but it's actually really good. I love how black and matte it does dry, and I'm just using this to create a really large wing. I never ever wear a wing like this myself. As you can see, she has it like really turned up, so the actual tip of the wing points up to her eyebrow, which again, I never do that either, but I actually really liked how it came out. So just applying that to both eyes. And then I will be applying some mascara and lashes. Mascara, I'm using the TooFaced Better Than Sex mascara, and then for lashes, I'm using the Vegas Snake Grand Glamour lashes. Okay, and then for the lower lash line, I'm using a concealer pencil. This is by 17 Cosmetics. It's just like a nude colour to apply in the inner tear ducts and only halfway across the waterline. And then I will be going back in with that same matte black liner, and I'm just lining the very edge of my lower lash line just to join it to the wing, if that makes sense. It just kind of makes it join and just ties everything together. Finishing off, just to make sure those lashes are blending to my natural lashes, I'm just applying another coat of mascara. I'm not putting any on the bottom lashes because it didn't really like she had much going on the bottom lash line. For lips, I'm just wiping off the lip balm I had on, and then I'm going to be lining them with Soar Lip Liner by MAC. I am going to be showing you two lip options here. Oh, there you go, two lip options. So the first one is a matte lip, because in the video I noticed, at first I thought she just had a gloss, but then when I really looked on the video, she had a gloss in some parts and a matte in other parts. So I'm going to be showing you the matte option first and then applying a gloss to show you the other option. So to put over the top, I'm using the Lipland liquid lipstick. This is the Resi ones, and this is in Resi. Is it in Resi? Yeah, it's called Resi. So this is the matte lips option with also the wig on as well. If you do prefer the gloss option, I personally do prefer matte. That's just me, I like a matte lip. If you prefer a gloss, I go over it with Gerald Cosmetics Buttercream, which is the perfect shade for the colour she had. And I also apply a tiny bit of Jaclyn Hill's and Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop just in the centre of the lips, just to make sure they really do shimmer. Okay, so this is the finished makeup look, guys. I really hope you liked it. I actually love the colour on the eyelid. I think it's super pretty, and I never wear such a dramatic wing, and I actually really like it, so I might do this more often. But give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye!